Today we're going to talk about some essentials that you need every time you go on a record dig. And you definitely want to stick around to the end because the last one is the most important one. Let's get into it. I personally have several things that go along with me, um, really depending on the dig. If I'm just going out to hit some stores, it's different than if I actually am doing a house call and going to some old lady's house that her husband had passed away and he's got records everywhere in the basement and some of them are hard to get to. So it depends on the dig, depends on what you take. That's how I always look at it, and I'm sure most of you do as well. The first thing I think is essential, and like I said, it depends on the dig. I like to always have putting all these three things together: a pair of gloves, some dust masks, and depending on the dig, a pair of safety goggles. Like I said, I've been in basements many times, sheds, storage containers. You don't know what you're going to get into, and you don't know what's going to need protecting. Also, if you're going on house calls and stuff, I like to dress for it. Long sleeves. You can always take a layer off, but some digs are grimy. If you get down to it, some digs can be really, really grimy, and it's always good to take safety precautions and have, like I said, a pair of gloves, a couple dust masks, and if the dig calls for it, a pair of safety goggles. Now, essential number two for when you're going on digs, and this can be any dig. This could be stores. This could be a house call. This could be digging at a record fair, record show, whatever. I always like to have a pack of plastic protector sleeves on me. Whichever ones you use, I always like to have a pack of them on me. You never know when you're going to find something that you're going to want to automatically put in them sleeves, separate the record from the original cover, and automatically start taking care of it when you find it. So I always like to have sleeves with me. And like I said, it's whatever you use at home. You know what I mean? Whatever your preferred protective sleeves are. I've been getting the same ones for years now. Luckily, I found these ones on Amazon that are the exact same ones that I was buying from a store that I used to frequent a lot back in the day, but they closed. Shout out to Peter, Record and Tape Traders, Towson, Maryland. Yeah, plastic sleeves are always good to have on you because you never know when you're going to find something that you're going to want to protect immediately. Now, essential number three, it's a bit of an outdated thing, but I find it very useful because you never know who you're going to bump into as far as connect wise when somebody, hey, my father had records and we're trying to get him out of the house. Boom, business card. But I don't mean like business card like, oh, I'm so. No, you can put whatever you want on a business card. Put, I'm looking for records. You know what I mean? My wife had me a funny setting made up. It said digging commando, but it had my information on it. And, it lets the person know what you're after. And believe me, not everybody whips their phone out right away. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's really within passing, and you don't want to stand there and back. What's your number? What's your number? I'll call you. The hell with all that. Go old school. Give them a business card. And like I said, you can print whatever you want on them. Print, always looking for records. What type of record you want? All your contact information, everything. I mean, like I said, it's kind of an outdated thing, but you'd be surprised how much it comes in handy. And times where you're like, damn, I wish I'd had a business card on me. Have some business cards on you, man. It saves a lot of headache. Lets the person know exactly what you're after and how to find you. Done. Now, essential number four, I guess it would depend on the digger. I fought this for a long time because I always liked the surprise of finding something once I got home just amongst the stack that I bought. I wound up getting a portable record player, portable turntable, whatever you want to call it. However, I like the smaller ones that are just easier to carry around. They're more discreet than the big ones with the lid and the whole thing. The one that I like is nice and small. It's very thin. I think my wife bought it for me, and it's great. It's came in handy a lot because sometimes you find something and you're like, do I want to take a gamble on, $20? You know what I'm saying? A $20 record. I don't know how you're built, but I ain't built like that to just shell out $20 on a gamble. Want to gamble 20, 20, 20. If I'm spending more than like $5, $10, and it's a gamble, like I said, like I don't know the artist, I don't know the record, I don't know nothing about it. I would like to at least hear the beginning of the album to hear the vibe of the album. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and go through every track unless I see something, like I said, how you can see in the other video. my record digging tips video right there. Yeah, how you can see the breaks and stuff like that in records, you know. So if I notice something like that, then yeah, the portable comes in handy, and I'm glad I got it, and it was money well spent. So even if you find one or two breaks because of it, I mean, it's worth it. So yeah, portable player is worth having. Now, number 5, and the most important, a good record bag. Now, this can be a record bag that you get online that's made for records. It's it's got all the compartments and everything. I never personally liked record bags. I did like one that I had years ago. I had the Raucous record bag, the tan joint with Raucous written. I believe it was in yellow letters. I used to have that joint and I liked it. I always found good solid messenger bags, like just the regular old messenger bags. They're great. I mean, they're easy to get in and out of. They do got a few compartments. I even use the messenger bag that I haven't used. Um, I use it when I go, like if I got a gig, I'm going to mix. It's enough to hold a decent set. If I'm doing a vinyl set, it's enough to hold a decent vinyl set, as well as the compartments, and I put my needles and stuff like that. You got to have a good record bag, regardless if it's a real record bag that was $150, bulletproof, made for records, or some $5 bag you found at the Goodwill at your local thrift store. A good messenger bag. I mean, put it on. Does it feel good? Then boom, I say buy it. You know what I mean? Or if you got the bread to shell out, then get yourself a really, really good record bag. If there's any other essentials that you can think of that I missed, put it down in the comments. Also, if you found this and any of my other videos helpful, entertaining, or whatever, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. It'll really help me out. So as usual, I thank you for watching. Come back regularly. I got more stories to tell, more tips, and just generally more things to talk about. If you want to hear a story about a specific drum machine that helped build a rap empire, watch this video right here.